We're in Spa, then heavy rain feels is fulfilled as Dan Sanchez control with teammates Sebastian Ocampo alongside the Mule, Sebastian Santana and August for Regazzoni. Eine found the start 6 from the other out of fourth one advanced jumping already ready road driver championship table. I will and Milan. Keith Gabbard start 13 from David Hamler and championship coach for Rayon. Then it's Leo, Pete Gerald and Michael Novikov. While plus Darren Boxarov and not Huey and Tommy. Three laps to go, Neil Race. For a championship, all 5 races are on. Let's go racing in Spa. And we've got a start from Sebastian Ocampo. In second, he's swapped down by his teammate being in front of the Neil Race. Now up into second, on the line, Regazzoni up ahead of away from the Mule Race. The championship man, he's off from 13 from the US. He's currently. The Mule Race is going to take the lead here in Spa. He's the man. Fighting over the position alongside of R18 with Bravo really dropping down the order. Doesn't look like he got the best start off the mind of the number 7. But all he can do now is have a fight back and try and get himself up into the point position. So on that 1 of 11 was Dan Sanchez and Sebastian Ocampo very close to him. Neil Rice leads the way in a virtual must podium situation. It is a must podium situation. There goes Sanchez down the inside to retake the lead of the Prix as we go to begin the second lap of this race. Ocampo is going to try and send it down the inside. And 5 seconds out of the race goes an Huey. And Huey got a 5-second time penalty there, and we've got a full course yellow on lap 2 of 11. Looks like Huey got tangled into Clerk's front tire, banging into the wall, and now the Hong Kong driver is out of the race. So from number 16, didn't actually receive too much damage. DSC is ending as the drivers go up to the Camel Straight. And we go back racing here in Spa. Now you can see Neil Rice not really gaining or losing out too much on Sanchez, more than what you'd expect going down that very long straight. But let's take a look at the championship hopeful in Revo. He's got a bit of damage as well. So in terms of what it's looking like for the championship, Neil Rice needs to finish 3rd, or else he will not leave here with a championship chance. Revo could leave here today as champion, and all he would have to do is, well, he wouldn't even have to finish. It's all about what Neil Rice does from here. Neil Rice currently fighting over second position with Ocampo, defending as hard as he can in that sports line car, and in the hands of the Swede, he's just going to look a little feral in there, because, of course, there's a lot of stress to trying to hold on to a championship chance. And with Regazzoni closing in on both Ocampo and Miller, let's take a look at what the Argentine rookie can do as he nears the end of his 1st season with Toyota Gazoo Racing. And he's not really trying to do anything coming down into turn 1 on lap number 3. Revo dropping behind Tommy there. He's dropped behind both next TVs. He's fighting with Tommy, and he's going to lose out. He's dropped to 19th. Tommy's at P17, however. As now the hyperdrive number 7 car really struggling there. Neil Rice trying to get past Dan Sanchez with everything he's got. He's got barely anything for attack charge, but he's not going to use it. Neither driver coming down the Camel Straight is using attack charge, but Regazzoni is, as he's trying to get himself up into 3rd. And I have to say, having a World Drivers Champion behind you is scary, but scarier still is an unproven talent behind you, because they can they don't know what it means to be conservative, and they are just racing as hard as they can, which, if you ask me, is the best part. Don't be conservative while you race. As we see Babinesh fighting with Santino Milan, as he drops off the back of I Will. So for his teammate, not really the best thing he could do. He's currently basically forcing his own teammate for a best possible finish of 8th, as he's currently down in 18th. He's going to have a massive charge through the field. Ocampo right on the back of Milrez here. We are taking a look at the radar now, and there is a lower chance of rain. There goes Ocampo to P2. What a move, late braking from the season 14 champion. Ocampo takes the first lap with that move, and he might even try and send it down the inside on his own teammate. That would be brilliant to see. Regazzoni is going to try and deny Milrez of the points he needs, and he has. Is there a problem with that Sportsline car? He's gone from 2nd to 4th and outside of the necessary points required to get the World Drivers' Championship. Regazzoni is now fighting with both MS Hamlin and Andretti's. Let's take a look. Ocampo coming through the turns 4 and 5. Drops off the back of his own teammate Polly for Sanchez, and himself going good. Self-preservation at its finest here. Milan and Babinesh fighting over 8 still, with Babinesh getting a flat limit warning. And that is Iworld and Nelson ahead, fighting over P6. Santino Milan in 8th, trying to close in, but Milrez, this is not how his day was meant to go. He was meant to start 3rd and at least maintain it, with Bravo having a pretty shit start. This looks to be Milrez's day, but Artist Regazzoni could end up being the one man who will stop Milrez in continuing his advance towards the World Drivers' Championship. I didn't think that Milrez had too much of a chance. That is Ocampo looking for a move on his own teammate. He's not going to do it because they're coming into pit lane instead. They're going to double stack down at MS Hamlin and Andretti. They're going to need to get a quick, fast pit stop done here. And for Hyperdrive Racing's Ravo, well, they're hoping the exact same thing of him. And they've held him. Babinesh has been held in the pit. They've just released him. I think it's going to be similar. I don't see Ravo staying in the top 10. He's had probably the quickest stop of anyone. Tommy's in the lead. Next TV, Neo Tommy is. What the hell? 8 seconds lead over John Sanchez. Ravo's remaining 15th. He was in 17th at the time of the pit stop. How is he in the lead? How has this happened? This is brilliant. This is magnificent from Next TV Neo from the team. Milrez is down in 9th. He can't win the championship from down there. He has to close in 11 seconds to August Regazzoni. It's over. It's effectively over for Milrez. The green looks to be slipping out of his grasp, and with Ravo now closing in on intermediate tires, 14th for him. Oh, I understand why Tommy's in the lead. He started on into, so he didn't have to pit again. That explains the lack of coming in. However, those intermediate tires are beat up 69%, 68%. He might have to come in around lap 7 if it doesn't dry up. If it dries up, Next TV Neo's Formula E team have pulled off a massive stroke. Tommy with the fastest lap, a 1:33.483. As Milrez still in 9th, Sanchez closing in on the Next TV driver. Something tells me that Tommy's not going to be too safe in that race leading position. Santino Milan with the fastest third sector then one is Milrez now being held up by what is now the lead hyperdrive car of Iron Famous. So let's experience the two hyperdrive racing drivers. This was actually the same lineup as Nazarati back in season 3. So they know what it's like to race with each other. But Milrez then currently dropping off of Babinesh. He's not close enough to close in and send one down the inside. Babinesh is closing in on Kamino over 7. I think it's over. I don't think that Milrez can get himself up into third. He needs to be in third to continue his championship challenge, but he's not. He's nowhere near. Ravo's fighting with Rio, who drops back down to 15. But for Ravo, I'm pretty sure he's being relayed all this information through team radio. He's being conservative with his tires. He's not really trying to win this race. He's not trying to get these points because he knows he doesn't need to. He's thinking about the future championship. And if he fights too much now, he might not finish this race. As you can see, Tommy's still in this. Fuego, Zoni, and Ocampo fighting. No, that's Ocampo and Santino Milan, I think? I'm not sure. I saw someone's name at the top of the timing tower switch. First lap to Das Sanchez. Now to Sebastian Ocampo, who he's definitely had a little bit of a fight with Santino Milan if he's had that. As Milrez fighting with Bavnik still. Up into 8 has gone Milrez, but Bavnik is still with him. So there's still an outside chance of an overtake. They're actually always walking it as Milrez is trying to get himself back up into the top 3. But without that fastest lap, apparently, Milrez is still vulnerable to Ravo getting into 10th with the fastest lap. So fastest lap. And oh, Novikov 5 seconds, and oh, it's a spin! Hitting T-Gabo as well, and that's a massive shot! Out goes Novikov and U-Cable. Someone else was in the barrier there, that was Daniel Bogdasarov. I imagine, yeah, Leo's got a puncture, Leo with a puncture. T-Gabo also got a little bit of a tap from the backwards facing Next TV car, as Next TV is suddenly to leave this race. Another one of theirs is out of this race. ESC is ending, and Leo's going to have to get to the pits very quickly here. Well, as quickly as he can. He's got a lot of damage, and of course that puncture to his Aurelio Pickle car. But I think Tommy might have to come in. There's no way that Next TV are going to see that crash and just do nothing about it. Let's take a look. Coming through the final turn, he's staying out there, 55%. But he's being caught by Dan Sanchez. 2.6 seconds for that. Tommy could be overtaken here by the end of the race. Milrez has got himself up into 7th, just about fighting with David Cameron. Is still charging up the order. Cameron getting a flat win at the end. Nothing small. What he's going to see in that first turn. And the cameraman, he's fighting for position here. He doesn't care about the championship. He's not in it. I don't know the driver's playoff position as Kamina trying to get past Atari here. He might do it. He's going to try and send it down the inside, and you know what? It's not going to work out. Right? There's only currently third, 3 seconds off the leading pair. One now. Eye to eye, they're going to go bang for bang over this race lead. In F1 currently, what was I going to say? Oh yeah. Practice currently happening for the Mexico City Grand Prix. We're not looking at Mexico, we're looking at Belgium and Spa-Francorchamps. Leo comes in finally, changing off of those punctured inters, but here comes Sanchez. As long as he can find a way to get past, this will be his race lead for the number 72, the most experienced Philippine driver in this championship, joining in season 3. His fellow countryman joined way later on, and he's going to show them all what experience means as they go down up through Radion, through the crest of Eau Rouge, into the lead, goes down Sanchez. Brilliant move, and all he had to do was hang on for it. All he had to do was wait for Tommy's tires to just not have the grip needed to go through this and as fast as possible. And that is what we've just seen. Sanchez taking the lead from the next TV driver. Bogdasarov unusually close to unusually far away from the rest of the pack. Ravo apparently, he's not going to be able to get any points today because Sebastian Chantan holding up this little bit of a pack right behind 10th. So it really is for Milrose. Get on the podium as quickly as he can. But he's got 2 laps to do it and 8 seconds to make up. This would be a brilliant start through the field, but I don't think it's going to be possible. I don't really believe in a commentator's curse, but at the same time, this is probably what's going to happen. Milrose can only really get 6 out of this today. There is no real higher position that he can get. We're on to the penultimate lap of the E3. Kamino and Akari squabbling over that at 6th position. Tommy finally pits for his first stop. Going back onto Inters. Kamino up to P5. Milrose looking at a potential P5 as he can just get past the 2 drivers ahead of him squabbling. In fact, he can see Sebastian Ocampo and Santino Milan fighting over 3rd, because that is Leo holding them up. Leo's held them up quite well for Akari to chase them down, and he has dropped Kamino. Milrose trying to get past David Kamino over 6th position. Bravo up to P12, so there is still points on offer for the hyperdrive number 7. Can Milrose find a way past Kamino, getting a track there this morning as we go down the hill closing up to the turn with no name, and Milrose is up into 6th. So now we've got only a handful of more drivers to get past. Akari, Milan and Ocampo. That's all he's got to do to keep his championship hopes alive. But the question is, can he do it? If not, will he? Not won't he? It's can he? Because Kamino is still there with him, still creating the biggest tackle of any championship charge, apart from Catfish in both seasons 4 and 5, both Rodney Solar and B-Dragon Sonic respectively. But for this man, he's raced against both of them, not really for a championship. He hasn't really raced for a championship in his career. He's doing a fantastic job. Started on pole, fended off some opponents, and did someone who had what seemed to be the better strategy wrong. And now Gav Sanchez is on the final lap, prancing around to glory, to win here in Belgium. It's not something that everyone has done, because this track is rarely on the calendar, but when it is, it's always fine racing. Milrose to P6, Kamino's drop to P8, Sabinas to P7. So Iwell now looking to try and get past the Brought Honda car. And do you want to know something? Into turn number 4, he's got the inside. He's still there with him, but he's not going to be able to get past Bravo. He's going to try and get himself up into 11. He's going to almost get himself into 11. He's fighting with Can and Marcus Nelson at the same time. One of them is a relative novice, the other one, and man, he's had to lap a handful of times in the early days of this championship and fight against hard in the later days of this championship as it currently stands. But for this man, Gav Sanchez, he's had no such issues. He rises up into the bus stop chicane, and Gav Sanchez is going to leave Belgium quite satisfied as he rounds the final turn. Gav Sanchez wins the Belgian Grand Prix here in Spa-Francorchamps. Gav Sanchez fastest lap. Regazzoni's going to finish second here in this E3. Ocampo is third, and that confirms that Milrose is no longer in the title hunt. This man, who is currently fighting Vachi Santan over 11th position, Bravo is your season 16 World Drivers Champion. Tommy is 13, the other 14, Nelson is 15, Burke is the fastest lap on the line. Dennis Yellow, Volkswagen, and the lower lap down. Volkswagen stealing that fastest lap. And this is the podium then. Gav Sanchez wins in Belgium. He wins by E3 from August representing and teammate Sebastian Ocampo further down the lap. Dennis Santino Milan, Milrose, David Kamino, Iwell, and Akari, the top 8. And your new World Drivers Champion, Rainbow Shell. get the championship away